With 17th and Jefferson lingo. What they used to say down there.
Beat.
Beat.
Goddamn beat.
Beat.
What's up, beat?
What's up? No, war's up.
What's up? What's up, beat?
War's up.
Yeah. What's up, beat? Yeah. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. ROSCOE P. Chain in the building.
Yeah. Cold chain.
Cold
Put
chain.
the cold. Yeah. Put the cold in front.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You looking good.
Hey man, I try, man.
Looking good.
No thanks to the good members at Marsus. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Star.
Shout out to Marsus. Give us the lay. What's that right there? The pants, Marsus, everything Marsus?
Everything I put on essentially usually has a piece of Marsus in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, all this is Marsus outside of the mics, maybe the Nikes on the sock tip.
That's a hell of a lay.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stay. So I feel like I can walk on water. What you think?
Yeah, you look like it.
I feel like I can walk on water.
You look like you can walk on it. You look good, man. How old are you? What's your age today?
46.
What 46 feel like?
Awesome. I feel free.
You feel free.
I feel free.
Your mind is you think your mind caught up with your age?
No, not really.
Mentally, how old you think you are?
I'm probably like 34.
34. Mm-hmm. That ain't bad. I think us men from where we from, when we about 25, how old we be when we 25 mentally?
You probably like 17, 18, but me, I got stuck in purgatory for about 13 years. So,
did that speed you up or slow you down? Mentally,
it did both. It sped me up in some areas, it slowed me down in some areas. It sped me up in terms of being more cerebral in thought.
Yeah.
Understanding character, spirituality, physical and mental health. However, it slowed me down on current events. Understanding the world and how it's turning in its totality opposed to what we think we know while we incarcerated. Because we read a lot, and just because you read a lot, you know, you don't really know what that walk of life is until you step in it. You dig? So I had to come home and vibe into some activities, and now, you know, I'm walking right.
Yeah. So you think that time sitting down saved you?
Indubitably.
Indubitably. I can't even say the word. Indubitably. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I appreciate you for coming, man. I appreciate you for coming.
I appreciate you.
This means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I like to have, legends on the show.
Yeah.
People with character.
Agreed.
People who've been through the weather and the storm. I like to have conversation with substance.
Okay.
And I know when you approved the invite, this was going to be one of those. You hear me?
Listen, forgive me. It's my birthday. I'm doing my thing.
Yes.
Don't mind me.
For sure, man. Mm-hmm. So give us a little bit about, yourself. ROSCOE P. Chain.
Yeah.
ROSCOE P. Cold Chain. Where that name come from?
Well, obviously it was partly, it was partly given and it was partly made. Everybody was already calling me ROSCOE for other reasons. Back in the day, we used to call, guns, skulls, and when I used to be one of them little radical young niggas that had a bunch of guns and, doing shit. So niggas would call me ROSCOE, and then I added on because I used to like the Dukes of Hazzard. Right? So when I started rapping to niggas, I didn't have a name. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, the fuck should I call myself? So the P Cold Chain came later.
So it was ROSCOE at first.
Yeah, it's a scope. Yeah, that was like basic street shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where you grow up? Where you grow up at? Like where was you born at?
I was born in North Philly. I was born in 17th and Jefferson. The what was that shit called? Women's Medical back in the day. I was born in Women's Medical off of Henry. I think it was off at like Henry Avenue. They used to, you know, it was up there. And my mama had me there. My family is from Thompson Street, 17th for Thompson. And my father's side is from 17th from Bevere. So, you know, over 50 years in that neighborhood in terms of my family lineage. So
your mom and your dad met, both
yeah,
living
from
in
the
that
hood.
neighborhood.
Yeah. They childhood joint stuff from being in the hood, high school. My aunt and my mom was best friends. So they introduced my dad, and here I go.
So your dad's sister and your mom was best friends.
Yeah.
I got you.
Excuse me. I know that shit got loud.
Yeah, I got you.
Excuse me, bro.
So growing up down there, what was it like? I want to know how you became ROSCOE.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Awesome, man. I listen, my neighborhood in the 80s was so my mother and my aunts, they was the it girls. In a sense of like very pretty, very regal, dignified how they carry themselves. Especially, you know, my oldest aunt, Auntie Vet. So she dealt with like, you know, and so, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just came from, you know, very well-rounded family in the sense of like street cultured and cultured in like art in school and just wanting to be educated. And so the hood was like, it was the 80s, so it was crack every fucking where. I mean, it was crack everywhere. It's crazy because I just, shout out to Burnt Roney, and that's what everybody call him, you know what I'm saying? But
It was some hell of a names back then. Burnt Roney.
But I just gave him that, the hood gave him that moniker. That's not his real name, and I really don't like giving him that, but people just so used to calling him that because of his body. His body is, you know, he's like, you know, I don't know the percentage of how much of his body is burnt, but it's a significant amount. But he always like carried it, you know, with a different type of dignity in the sense of like understanding he had this ailment, but, you know, he compensated with just getting fly. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of niggas in the hood back then, you know, that was the thing to do. Everybody was trying to outdo everybody in a sense of like getting money. It wasn't like, all right, we gonna outdo niggas by like catching bodies. It was like, yo, like I'ma outdo this nigga. Nigga, we gonna go inside this club and we gonna have bottle wars, or we gonna be at this fucking crap game, and I'm gonna take all your money, and you better be glad if I give you, you know, anything back. If you ask for a check,
Yeah.
better hope I like you. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas losing 20, 30,000 at the dice game, shit like that. You know what I mean, back then. So I'm used to seeing that kind of energy and that kind of atmosphere growing up.
That was the motivation. The motivation was strictly the money.
It was, man, because I understood we was living in public housing. I understood that at a point in period, you know, it was over, you know, 6 people in one crib. You know what I'm saying? I understood when we finally did move to Southwest, we was living in a dollar house. And my fucking crib ain't had no roof. My room ain't had no fucking roof. You gonna walk in the living room and fall through the floor. That's how real it was. But my mama and my stepdad was trying to figure the fuck out for me. So they looking for ownership early, and they understood that, you know, the government was giving away houses for the low. You feel me? And you just had to pay them taxes on it.
Yeah, dollar houses was
Yeah.
Dollar houses was something that was created because was so many people that was
Right.
right? And there was so many houses that were just laying around.
Right.
they created dollar houses to be.
Dollar
You
houses.
got to put a. You have to put something in the middle to be able to legalize it. So you can't just say here.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? It was legalized, and then the squatters law became a thing here because of that too.
Remember?
Yeah.
And they was doing it. Listen, listen. I know about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? At least that aspect.
Yeah.
Right? And so, essentially, I had to grow up like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kerosene heaters. You going to school smell like kerosene. You know what I'm saying? I come from very Islamic. You know what I'm saying? My mother was very Islamic. So, you know what I'm saying? I grew up like, you know, praying 5 times a day when it wasn't cool to be Muslim in the era where, you know, you was getting called a Muslim or a Muslim, and you was getting teased for going to school with a kufi on.
So you was Muslim back in the 80s.
I was a Muslim back in the 80s.
When it wasn't
This wasn't
a thing.
I was born
Muslim.
My name's Amin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your mom was strict.
Yeah.
She was a strict mother.
Yeah. My mom ain't play no games.
Your step pop was strict too.
Yup. Gangster.
And your father, was he in your life coming up?
Yeah. Yeah. He was dealing with his struggles, but he was there. He was dealing with his struggles.
And you realized the struggles that he was dealing with once you got older, or when you was younger?
No, I realized young.
Yeah.
Because my family was in the game. See, my family helped build J Street. My grandmothers and certain people's grandmothers and stuff like that helped build that area of North Philly in the sense of grandeur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the only place at once upon a time that you can get prescription pills and prescription syrup on the street, not from a doctor or a pharmacy. And if you did get it from the doctor or the pharmacy, the individuals from the block had to hook you up with doc a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just right? But it was that kind of energy that, you know, influence that my family already had in a mix of everything that was going on around there also. So, you know what I'm saying? In that way, I was exposed to what they had going on. You know, I was seeing it. My Aunt Van and all of them, I was seeing it.
Was you having fun around it, or did it do anything to your mental back then? Was you hesitant of it? Was you like,
no, I wasn't hesitant at all.
You wanted a piece of it?
No, I knew I wanted it.
It was.
I was just hesitant in the sense of like, is it more
than this?
Right. And then I like, it was old heads that didn't want me to get in it. Like my old head Nash, like my mom would come around, like I would run away so I can be in it. So you think I'm like 10, 11 years old. We talking about 89, 90.
That was a hell of a time.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm running away from home. Like I know something ain't right home. I need to do something. Cause this ain't what she signed up for. So I need to fix it. So now in the process, I'm out. She freaking out. I'm not realizing how scared she is, cause I'm kicking her whole ass and out to the street. But the hood is vibrant. Everybody getting money. Every block in the hood getting money. You got 16th and Styles, 15th and Styles. They getting money. You got the niggas up Ingersoll Street. They getting money. You got Master Street, 17th, 18th. They getting money. You got 19th Street, 19th Jefferson, 17th Jefferson. Them niggas getting money. Right? This all in my immediate hood. So I can go any block and say, yo, let me get a pack. But the twist is, a lot of them niggas knew my mind.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. They
Niggas
like,
knew
man,
my mind.
that's how mean. What's your mom name?
Yeah, Sister Rashida.
That's Sister Rashida, son. No, I don't want no smoke with her. Yeah.
Niggas ain't play with that.
The respect level was
Yeah,
definitely
because
different.
she was really essentially an activist in the hood. See, people don't know my mom. Homegirls was crafted around my mom. The girl Rashida on Homegirls was crafted around my mother. A lot of people don't know that, right? And this was, we talking about 91, right? Like, because she would do things in the neighborhood and she would, protest, and she would do the talent shows, and she would holler at Georgie Woods and get the chips and had them send. So she knew people. She knew the politicians. She knew them all. Everybody know my mom down City Hall. You say my mom name, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom heavy.
Shout out to
Sister Rashida.
Sister Rashida.
Yeah, no question.
How you and your mom relationship to this day?
That's my baby.
You really get a full understanding as a grown man to know who your mom is.
She
You
shout
understand?
out. My mom shout out. My mom shout out. She just wanted the best for a boy.
Yeah. You was the only sibling?
Yeah.
Only child.
I'm the only child from my mother. I'm not the only child from my father.
Okay. So what's conversations like with you and Sister Rashida today on the wake up? What is it about?
I be my mother just, she's still in awe.
What you mean when you say that?
Like, she's still in shock. Right? We wasn't accessible. I wasn't accessible. My mother, she suffers from some real health issues. So for me to be here and for me to be able to tangibly do shit for her, and, I ain't calling and I ain't asking for nothing, and I ain't, yo, Mom, I need you to, no, it's like, now, Mom, what you need me to do?
Yeah.
What's up? You know what I'm saying? And it's certain things in life decisions that she know, like, she don't like, right? But we super close, because I'm the only one. So, but she understand, like, you from Venus, man. I'm from Mars, so, I'm going to stand on things a little differently.
Yeah.
But she respected, she know her son a G.
Absolutely, for sure. So how old was you when you started rapping too?
I was a kid.
You was a kid. Did you ever think you would get to that level? Was you one of them rappers like, I'm gonna be big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like I could see it, but I didn't see. I didn't see me being in that particular position in terms of with who, or, you can't foresee that type of thing. But I saw me like being in sold out arenas, and you know what I mean? And that was the biggest part for me, just to see that through and feel like I manifested something, or at least Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kind of like allowed me to be able to go through that experience.
How did that happen? How you get to that whole thing right there with the people you was running with? You was running with Pharrell,
Yeah.
the Clips,
Yeah.
a hell of a record. You had a hell of a hit. By the way, you killed that joint on something different. You killed that.
Yeah, part my sleeves.
You parting.
Shout out to Marsus.
Shout out to Marsus.
Yeah.
But how did you get to that level of maturity with the rap? And how did you get to the level of being amongst those type of people? Was it handed to you? Did you work hard for it? Because sometimes you have a hell of a craft and it'll be handed to you. When your craft is amazing, you just get it by default. I call it slipping on a banana peel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can slip on a banana peel and get some shit. Not even just like, oh shit, I'm in here with touch and such. I got a record with, you know what I mean? And this boy over here, he busting his ass and he can't even get there. You hear me?
Absolutely.
So did you get there slipping on a banana peel, just fucking around, or you really was on some?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think I didn't have my craft mastered at all. I think I had a direction of where I wanted to go, and I didn't know how I was going to get there, right? I just knew if I seen the opportunity, I needed to take it. And the opportunity arose with Pharrell being at Philly's Most Wanted video shoot for Suckers. And just so happened I was out there hustling with one of my homies, and I see old boy, and that's when it go down from there.
What you telling me? What you go up and bust a rhyme? What you say?
No, you know, you can't just walk up to a nigga and kick a, you know what I mean? You can't kick it off. You gotta tell a nigga like, God damn, baby, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, you got to whisper to a nigga, man. You know, and so I whispered to the nigga like, damn, check this out, man. I hear you over there talking about some other joker that's hot from the city. I think you need to holler at the boy ROSCOE P. Coltrane. And he said, well, shit, who that? I said, got him. And we went from there.
You know, someone like you, your energy and your personality,
Yeah.
stick out above it all.
Me.
In my opinion, you partner. Your energy and your personality stick out above it all, in my opinion, when it comes down to that whole entertainment ordeal.
Yeah.
And like in the room, you fit different. You stick out.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's what I see when I see you.
Let me sit up, man.
Go ahead and sit up.
Because I got to, you know what I mean?
Get comfortable.
Yeah.
So so how old was you when you got introduced to Pharrell and all of them?
I was 20. That's a good question. I was about 22.
22.
22, maybe 23, somewhere around there.
So what did you get a record deal? What happened with that situation? Did you
Yeah, I got a record deal.
got a record deal?
Yeah.
And what happened through all the whole shit? You dropped a couple albums, right?
Nah, actually, man, it's funny, man. I was featured. I was like, it's funny, like, I was like the oddest featuring dude in the world. Like, it was like I was on all these features and I was like super projected. But I never had an album. We were getting slated to do the album. So I had records with like Kanye West. I had records with like Alchemist, DJ Premier. You know, and some of these records, it's crazy because some of these records, you know, I think I want to do or shoot videos for because I never even dropped the records. Me and Primo was having a conversation shortly a time ago, and, you know, I'm just thinking like, yo, man, that'd be a dope idea. Because a lot of these records, man, you know what I'm saying, the world, you know, unless you were a ROSCOE P. Coltrane fan at that time, you wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is like dope hip-hop. These is legendary producers that people would die for. You know
That song you made, that song you was featured on, Hot Damn, how that come about? How that song come about? Was it organically just put the...
Yeah, that was Pharrell work, bro.
Did you know it was going to be a hit like that?
Yeah. So when I heard it, I knew the energy. I understood the energy.
Yeah.
So when you understand the energy as an artist, you understand the assignment too. So it's like, damn, when I get on this record, my job is to, you know, there's great guys. We all good, but I got to do my thing.
You got to go ahead and get ready.
So, you know, turn up.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a hell of a record, man. Still to this day, it's a hell of a record.
Yeah, man.
I just played that record. I did like a dance on my social media before I met you, and then just come right around. I'm like, look at the universe.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
Dope.
Who you are mentally today? After how long you did in prison?
13.
After the 13 years, how many kids you have? You have children?
Yes.
How many?
8.
8.
Yeah.
You having any more?
No.
So who are you today mentally? You 40 years old 40 years old today, right?
Nah. I'm a little old.
Oh yeah, you told me. You
Yeah,
told me
I
outside.
did.
You told me outside. I ain't gonna give it to him.
That was a good one.
They got, they got Google and all that bullshit.
They gonna figure it out.
They
They gonna figure it out. Cause y'all,
they Googling right now.
You don't need to know. They Googling right now. Let me see how old he is.
Who you are mentally today, though?
Proud black man.
Proud black man. Mm-hmm. That's a good answer. That's a good answer, man.
Yeah.
When you came home, I think you've been home, 2 years, right?
2.5.
2.5. When you came home, what the streets look like to you? Because you just were saying the streets was...
Gotham City. That shit was scary. I'm gonna keep it real. And I already knew what it was. Like, and it's not scary from the standpoint of like a nigga not like a nigga know what that shit like. Niggas understand what that shit be about. You know what I'm saying?
What's the scary part about
The
it?
scary part is like
Direction?
no. The scary part is the loss of morale. Yo, bro. And niggas is killing women left and right. And it's not even on the factor of like cameras and you know how like now cameras, you got cameras now, so like shit is more polarized and things are more like televised because we got like dudes is like literally like sliding down on bitches and smoking them.
But I mean, on the other end,
No, but bitches talking crazy, bitches went being men, right? A lot of them is doing that, but we not talking about that. We not talking about that.
you saying in general.
We talking about this is what it is.
So
Dudes don't care.
yeah.
Dudes don't care. Where it was a standard of, listen, bro, damn, that boy right there with his, now it's, man, I don't give a fuck, man. That motherfucker got him in his arms, whole list. And I'm addressing. I ain't just gonna hit him with the 30, I'm gonna hit him with the 60. I'm addressing with the bean ski. He better hope he cover the baby. That's how they step in. How do I know? Ask me. Because I know him. That's how I know. So when a nigga sit there and talk that shit to me, I sit there and I laugh at him. Because I know for real, y'all talk that shit, but y'all niggas ain't even in the field, nor do y'all know the niggas that's doing it. Y'all just hearing stories.
Seeing the socials.
Yeah. So when I came home, I understood what it was going to be because I was getting it from the folks that was doing the drilling. And so my whole thing was like, man, I'm gonna stay dead, lay low like an old head, and I'm gonna just, I'm gonna play my position as an old head. You know what I'm saying? My position ain't to go out there and get nutty. That kind of go back to what you were saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you realize the age you are? Hell yeah, nigga, I realize it. Do I feel it? That's the issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I realize it.
What's the minds of them though? Is it revenge? Is it anger?
No, it's a multitude of things, but I think it's culture. It ain't even, it's nothing. Damn. Everything is dealing with culture. This is the culture. Bro, we just had since I was in jail, right? Even with hip hop, right? We got genres of hip hop now. We got all these subdivisions of hip hop, right? So when you looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, you got, I don't know, let's just use these euphemisms, all right? Mm-hmm. You got death, right? Or drill. Let's say drill. You got drill. We know what that entails, right? That's like the new form of quote unquote gangster rap, right? The trap, that is what it was, right? But it still is what it is, right? So you got the trap, right? And then you got just hip hop, right? Then you got the love sing songy right? You got that kind of the pop hip hop, right? And you got right, so you got the Trippie Redd type of sound, like that type of hip hop, right? Or the Don Toliver type of sound. So you got all these subdivisions of hip hop. And so when you looking at it, I say to myself, okay, one, where do I fit into this microcosm of fucking hip hop? Right? Where do I fit in, me person as a person, at this age? You know what I'm saying? Where do I fit in? And then, even more importantly, what do I see? How does it affect, or how has my city, particularly, and also the culture, been affected by the hip hop that we essentially putting out, or that they listening to? And so I see a whole bunch of shit. I see a whole bunch of wild shit. I see a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So what's
anything goes type shit.
So what's the wise way of living as a black man is what? Just
I think that's interpretational.
Yeah.
I think the way of living for a black Muslim man is different. You know what I'm saying? Because that's essentially the life that I strive and structure for.
Yeah.
But I think the life as a black man, unfortunately, is always we behind the 8 ball, right? We always going to be behind the 8 ball, unfortunately, especially now because of what's happening in our, like, you know, socio-political platforms and things that's going on in Washington. So for us, you know, we got to worry about legislation.
Because I'm gonna say this, right?
In terms of what?
In terms of just how the culture is being pushed on social media.
Nah. I think it's from the higher ups, but I think people don't understand brainwashing and subliminal messaging. I think people not aware of self or sense of self enough to realize when they are repeating what somebody else is doing. Not even in the form of plagiarism, just you naturally going into the flow of seeing something and repeating what somebody else is doing. I don't think people realize how much these phones and stuff like that is programming them. You know what I'm saying? To believe in certain shit. So.
Because you know why I say that though? On these social platforms, you see a lot of black on black crime.
Yeah.
And then you use the wrong word, they take it down.
Right.
But the black on black crime is just on there ridiculously, and it's on there with no filter, no censor. Mm. It's like it's being pushed. Mm. Drill rap is being pushed, but ROSCOE give them something crazy with all types of messages and positivity with a little sprinkle of where we come from as well, and it's not being pushed. I think it's an agenda. First, I didn't.
I think it. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna just say somebody that I know personally that I'm gonna just say this because I ain't even going. I'm just say this. There is an agenda, and there are people more powerful than you that can essentially annihilate you. They can turn your life into mincemeat. So you got to know what you're dealing with and know what you're playing against and the system that you up against. And once you understand the system, then you got to understand the rules of the system, the language of the system, how to talk to, who to talk to, the numbers, percentages, points, right? And then you still have to understand the Yi Ching. You still have to understand the change in it. You understand? You still got to see the curb and where it's going, the innovation of it. You feel me?
Yeah,
that's the hardest part. You feel me?
Where we headed?
Excuse me. Let me brush my masseuse off. Once again, shout out to my man, the mastermind staff over there.
Shout out
and
to
his
Style,
man, it's his business partner, and you know what I'm saying, I guess creative director, a lot of different things, because he got a lot of things going on. They dealing with Russians, they dealing with modeling schools and all kinds of shit, fashion week. So.
See, it's bigger than just the.
No, they like really like, you know, New York and fashion weeks. And
Yeah, that's real.
mad, I
that's,
even got my stuff drawn. I'm gonna put the Pradas on with
Yeah,
the drawn stuff.
that's real
The blue,
fashion
the
right
blue
there.
joint when we.
That's real
Oh
fashion.
man, you hear
right
that?
there,
The
man.
damn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Hell of a time, man. Yeah. So where we headed? Where you think we headed as a culture?
I think. Well, here's the thing. People gonna be mad at me. Let me take a sip.
Hey, listen, man. It is
Okay,
what it
as
is.
in terms of what, hip hop, or in terms of people, generational, blacks, what
Please,
like
please give me both.
good.
We can start with hip hop.
I'm gonna say from hip hop, we start from the standpoint of, all right, we're dealing with ownership here. The issue is they understand that we're trying to own, and we're talking about the companies that own the companies that you think is like, you know, the shit. So you thinking that, you know, quote unquote, let's just use, I don't,
Coca-Cola.
yeah, right? But that's not the parent company. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these parent companies such as Orchid,
So you said the entertainment, the hip hop industry is we want ownership, and the companies we think that's the parents are not.
no, you got Orchid, you got different companies that's really distributing the money. Sony in itself, you know, the money has to come from somewhere. People don't understand that. It has to be an origin of where. And so a lot of the times, if they are upset, you know, it's almost like a shadow government, if you will, and just in the midst of, right? You can't. It's hard to go up against a corporation, bro. Then it's hard to go up against a corporation that are like up against you, right? So you got one corporation, then you got another corporation, and they're all like
We give a take of
running a campaign on
Yeah,
you.
we give a take of. It's hard to go up against
Yeah.
a corporation, and then the corporation they got buddy corporations.
And then we buddy in.
We buddy.
Hold on. Oh, so and so said fuck them?
Fuck them.
I don't know.
So we
don't
talking
wanna-
about let's say Puff.
Oh,
That's the same scenario.
super duper. That's my point.
They can these corporations can call the judge and say
That's my point.
no
People-
bond. Give him no
people-
bond. They
people-
calling the judge personally.
Right.
That's his judge.
Right.
These corporations that he's going up against and no, they ain't gonna call the judge straight up. They gonna call the judge.
This is why
Tell
certain
Bobby no bond.
This is why certain people can't say nothing.
Dang.
Certain motherfuckers can't say shit. I can't. You know, if they even decide to have an opinion, their careers could be ruined.
Just like that.
Don't have no opinion, man.
So us on the outside, when we say these niggas scared, we don't really know why. We that big house and them cars you got and that ability you got to do certain things that y'all think is something, but really it ain't nothing. We take all that away from you tomorrow. Your kids with the big yard and all that be gone. So the average person going to shut their mouth because if they speak up anyway, our people are not going to back them anyway.
Right. That part. And so you unfortunately, we are taught to go in debt. Let's really do the logic here, right? We're taught, go to school all your life. When you go to school, you're going to hopefully get a scholarship. If you can't, you're going to pay tuition, right? And
If not, you're going to get a student loan, right? You're going to go to debt, right? And then you're going to slave for a few years to try to get this debt off, right? And then you better hope that you're financially literate enough and that you come from that ilk, right? Enough to understand banking with an IUL and a trust and all of these different things, these what they call 508As or 501Cs, and how all these things are interconnected and how you have to hide this to make that. We didn't know none of this shit. Did you know what a repository list was? I didn't know. Did you know what a judiciary list? I didn't know, right? I didn't know how to. I still don't know.
Enough.
Enough. Mm-hmm. This shit supposed to be given to us for free. This is what the HR 40 was about when they tried to reenact that bill. And say, damn, listen, man, 40 acres and a mule, man, get the shit back, man. Because for real, this shit supposed to be for free.
Did you have a chance to see in the pandemic what it was like for us to have that money? Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
You was in jail?
Yeah.
So they gave us money.
I heard.
People was getting hundreds and 200s and 300s and 400s and 500s. And I finally got a chance to see our people with the money. They gave it right back to them.
I know.
The reason why is because there's no education.
That part.
So that just let me know we so far behind it. Is we can't even be saved with paper. People be like, we need money. Okay, we get y'all got money.
And let's expound on that even further. Right? Because obviously the lowest level of doing anything is doing what is, and it's respectfully to all the players and the hustlers out here, but there's so much money in more other shit that we kind of get locked into the game.
Absolutely.
Right? But that's the low level shit.
Super
right?
low level.
All right, cool. All right. But now comes the research and understanding and all these different things. But how do you tell somebody that has just been trained, like literally, like generationally, trained to be nothing?
How you were saying, how can you train someone
Right.
that's been a certain way all their life? And I said, I don't think it's a way you can. I don't think it's a way you can. I think
They gotta want it.
You can sit down if you want. Got some seats, chairs over there.
They gotta
I
want
don't think.
it.
I mean,
They gotta want it. This is simple. You can't make a motherfucker do something, man.
yeah.
You can't make a motherfucker do something. They gotta want it. I can't tell you what you got in your heart. I can't tell you what's in your heart. So I can't tell you if it's possible or not possible for you.
Yeah.
What I can say is I'm optimistic.
Right.
And it happening. You understand? Mm-hmm. But the reality of, again, what we up against,
Yeah.
the system we up against from a political, economical, and just social standpoint in itself. Right? The party in which I guess we thought, because originally we was Republican and we went to Democrat. Mm-hmm. But that party is over. So the legislation that they put in place, depending on the Republican, this shit might keep your family in jail forever. This shit might hinder you from getting anything remotely to own. Because the loophole ain't gonna be for you. Just like the loophole ain't been for you. But now motherfuckers is waking up. But guess what? Through that awakening, they restructuring the entire economic system right under your nose.
We putting you back to sleep again.
So now you gotta learn this shit again. This shit is like, an app that comes on fucking, through your algorithm every 5 minutes. They making a new app. They making a new, right?
And you know
the
how hard
information is like
it's
this.
fast. And you know how hard it is, like when you used to something like this is a Rodecaster Pro 2. I had the 1 for so long. So now I'm working on the 2, and it's like this shit is frustrating.
Yeah.
So that's how the system is. They click it over, and you used to doing stuff this way, and it's so frustrating, whereas though you just fall right into what it's supposed to be for you and just basically give up.
Right.
It's sort of like telling your mom or your grandma to go to the Mac machine.
Right.
They don't want, they like, no, I ain't. Or cash at me. That's our system right now. That ain't their system, and they hate that shit. Yeah, for sure. We behind, man. We behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, and they killed the Cash App guy. Let's not forget about that. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah,
The insurance guy.
They killed the HMO guy. He's dead. Who else they gonna smoke?
It's crazy, man.
So you better not turn the next Huey P.
Absolutely.
You did.
You done.
Hey, that
you
nigga
did.
Charlie, these dudes ain't got no, the Republicans ain't got no problem putting you down, baby.
What's the plans for the next 5 years? I heard you was writing a book before.
Yeah, I got it. It's already written. Essentially, it's probably like a chapter or 2 I have to do, in all honesty. But it's not so much in terms of being that elaborate to where I can't write it in a lickety split. Right. So it's written. Honestly, I've been taking everything with my art slow. Just a slow, steady pace. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't gotta rush it in no more. I ain't gotta, who the fuck I got to answer to?
Yeah.
I ain't gotta answer nobody. I like not answering nobody. Cause I create my own shit. I create my own lane. I don't wanna be a part of nobody wave. I'm a wavy nigga myself. Look at me.
What's that you got on?
My shoes. Thank you for asking.
No problem.
No doubt.
My pleasure.
Yeah, shout out to Staff.
Shout out to Star, the Marsus. So you said you came home. When you came home, you was like, when you looked at our communities, you were just like, damn, this shit is like basically
Super
scary.
crazy.
Super duper crazy.
Yeah.
How do you proceed to go through that, to go through it? Do you still talk to the youngins? Do you still try to talk to them? How do you introduce?
I ain't got too much rap. Respectfully to all the pups, I respect them. I talk to them here and there, but we ain't got too much. Like we ain't on the age bracket. What I can do is I can give you some game on what I'm into. And I'm not saying I don't talk to them. I don't want you to misconstrue that. But you can't be around pups too long. You can't sit around pups and you can't be too preachy with these little niggas. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They running shit down. And they ain't give a second. It could be me running on shit. You see what I'm saying? Or somebody, you feel me?
Yeah, I understand.
So I don't get in all those different conversations. I get into the conversations of what I went through, my ordeal, what I'm trying to accomplish on a positive level, and what I think that if they guided their lives right and if they felt like, they wanted to get out of a situation, maybe possibly I can hook you up with a connection. Other than that, and that's only if you're a good kid, if you seem like you got a head on your shoulders. Other than that, man, I got kids, man. I ain't got time to be worried about nobody else's.
Are you still in touch with your industry, people in the industry?
Yeah.
It wasn't always a business for you. It was
No, I mean in terms of who, the guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I still kick it with them from time to time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ain't nobody in the same place in life. Mm-hmm. It ain't like back in the day we sit on the phone, talk for hours about rap and
people
where we want to be. Nah, like that shit, them days dead. Niggas, while I was in jail, niggas accomplished where they want to be. They at where they at. So it's my turn to get where I need to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? My man was just in the Met Gala with diamonds on his chest. So, you know, I said, damn, let me emulate that. Shout out to Marceus.
Marceus. What's up, Marceus? Marceus, what's up?
Jesus
What's going on?
Marceus.
Jesus Marceus.
Jesus Marceus.
You done with rap?
Nah, I be giving it up. I just did a joint with Static Selector. Shout out to Static Selector. UAP out now. All DSPs, all platforms. We shot a crazy video, unidentified, or what is it called? Unidentified aerial phenomenon. And so, you know, they shortened it UAP. It used to be UFO. And so I consider myself that, pardon me.
Yeah.
I consider myself, you know, an enigma. If
Enigma?
you will. Yeah.
What's fatherhood like for you?
Oh, man, that shit awesome, man. It's up and
It's
down.
a challenge for me, still to this day.
It's up and down.
It's a challenge. I ain't gonna lie. The minute I think I got it figured out, I don't. And I always feel like I'm behind with it. I mean, I take care of my kids, but it's so much more.
I don't get into that.
You
'Cause
just
my
you
thing-
do the best you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck I'm gonna do.
Absolutely. I got
I've
you.
been going.
Yeah.
I've been going. When I wasn't going, nigga, I was stepping like a motherfucker for all my kids. You know what I'm saying? And they moms know it. That's why they don't like me now. It's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real rap for the ones that, you know what I'm saying? But for the ones that do, you know, we stand on it.
For sure.
We all solid. But for the ones that don't, you know, kids grown now. But, you know, they gonna holler at me when they wanna holler at me.
Yeah. I carry it that way to some
Got to, bro.
especially with my oldest daughter.
And especially if you know, you can't, if you know, bro, that you like doing your best, my nigga, to enact yourself in your kid's life, and either, you know, they have an obstacle in terms of, you know, their parent, right, or the opposite parent, right, kind of, or, you know, it's just your actions showing, and or they just might not be fucking interested. That too. Either or, you can't let that shit gotta be like, you can't say, all right, it's sweat off the brow, but in the same breath, bro, you gotta believe in, man, these little niggas got my bloodline, so at the same time, they gonna wanna know. Cause I know when I was a kid, I wanted to know who the fuck my pop was and his lineage. You feel me? And
Your pop was Muslim too, right? Your pop Muslim?
no, not my biological, my stepfather.
Your stepfather. Was your stepfather in your life more than your papa?
I ain't gonna say he was my, yeah, I mean, yeah, because he lived with
Y'all
us.
live in the same house, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my pop, you know, he was slipping off the wagon from time to time.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never, you know, my pop, man, like, you know, I respect the men, man. My pop, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never talked down on him to no nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my pop, that's my man. My step pop, that's my man. So I had daddies. I had men. I ain't need no old head for real, for real.
Yeah, that's good. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always good. You know, it's something I thought about, like, and I want to, because lineage is real and legacy is real. I'm trying to start a legacy. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
And it's so fucking hard because a legacy comes with time. It comes with
No, it doesn't. It comes with impact.
It comes with impact, but what I'm saying is a legacy is supposed to be you grabbing on and taking it to a level, and then they doing the same thing. But when you're starting one, it's fucking, you got to be
It's tedious.
It's very tedious, and you got to kind of put shit on the back burner.
Yeah.
You can't be a hell of a father, a hell of a husband, and a hell of a hustler. It don't work like that.
Yeah, brother.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It do not work like that. You can't be all
Bro,
in one, bro.
It was times, you know, I had custody of my sons at a point. So it was times I would have to take them niggas to like New York with me. I ain't had no babysitter.
Yeah.
You know, but I got custody of these niggas. Now, mind you, like, I'm slated for a tour. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go ahead with I remember I had to go in there with Kanye one time.
With the kids with you?
With the kids. Shout out to GLC. I remember one time I had to go to a show with my kids, and Freeway was in the dressing room making sure the kids had their little Kentucky Fried Chicken while I was on stage. You know
And that's
what I'm saying?
and that's the thing,
So
like
shout out to them niggas.
and that's amazing. But I know that shit is hard, you know what I mean? You got it's like building a legacy. You damn near got to choose. Should I be there for him now or be there for him later?
Let me tell you what my confliction was.
It's like two.
Let me tell you what my confliction was, and I don't mean to interrupt, pardon me.
It's okay.
But my confliction came in because I felt like I didn't have anything else. I didn't know anything else. So my choice was two fucked up choices.
Crazy.
Right? Because like you think about it, like you already reached a plateau nobody can get to. So now you there. Things happen, okay, cool beans. Now what?
Now what?
Who are you in this point in this measurement? So now you're having a confliction with the person that you've made up and who the world thinks, right, to who you, I guess, decide yourself to be or who you were raised to be.
Mm-hmm. That shit could damn near make you crazy, right? Like mentally, trying to be.
It can. The good
that.
thing is I know who I was.
That's you a strong-minded individual.
Yeah.
You understand?
But it can drive a regular nigga crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Because some people we see still, they stuck in character. They stuck because they feel like if they not, people
they
not
burn
gonna
me
accept.
out. I know a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I came in the game in the Philly scene with a lot of rap niggas that thought they was more than who they was, and it used to just amuse me because I understood that it was all an act. See, it was a point that I didn't want to embody the act. See, this is why I'm shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Marcus. This is why I'm so, I'm giving up fringes right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus walks. So that's why, like I'm giving you character because prior to when I was giving character, I was giving you a lot of character, but my personal life wasn't my character. My personal life was like my personal life. That shit was kind of crazy. And so it's like, now I just want to embody that person in terms of like musically and my art and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to embody that.
Just always being.
And enjoy that.
Yeah.
But not always being an artist.
No,
but
I'm saying always
understanding
being who you.
the difference.
Yeah.
Right? Just always understanding the difference. People don't know how to separate. It's almost like, they actually have a name for it. It's like displacement something. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like when you just don't know how to differentiate. It's almost like method actors that stay in role.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And there was so many of those dudes I used to run across, musically, and, obviously we know people on personal levels, so, but you just understood that was the assignment that they had to put forth. And so when these cameras come on, I'm going to always be this actor because that's what y'all need to see. I'm a thespian.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marcus.
What's going on, Marcus? Yeah, man. So, and another thing though, like back to the legacy situation I was saying, right?
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
We have, like me, for say, right? I start looking at shit and I'm like,
yeah.
My daughter, my youngest daughter, when you look at her mom's side and you look at her dad's side, the background of us is effed up. Junkies, fiends, killers, robbers.
Right.
And then the same thing on her mom's side. And this is a repeat action that happened with us. I get with Lil Keisha, her side fucked up, my side messed up,
Oh, without a doubt.
and then we have a baby.
Oh,
and
without
then
a
he
doubt.
get with little Kiana.
But guess
her
what?
It just keeps going.
Guess what?
The-
Keisha up the street, Ray up the street, they fucked up. Kareem up the street, JJ up the street, they fucked up. Ryan ain't around the corner. We can all identify with each other. We all toxic bonding in this community we call a fucking, black and Latino and whatever kind of. We all are dealing with that.